Fanboys is a comedy directed by Kyle Newman, written by Ernest Cline and Adam F. Goldberg. The movie stars Sam Huntington, Chris Marquette, Dan Fogler, Jay Baruchel, and Kristen Bell. Now, Fanboys isn't a spoof, it's not a parody. Fanboys is a story about a group of friends who love Star Wars. It's a story about friendship and the very thing that binds that friendship together. The movie begins in 1998 on Halloween night, 6 months, 12 days, 8 hours, and some change before the Phantom Menace was released. The friends decide to take a cross-country trip out to George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch with a goal of stealing a print of the Phantom Menace because one of their friends has cancer and doesn't have much time left. Their mission is to have him see the next chapter of Star Wars before he passes. There are only a handful of movies that I can watch over and over again. A handful of movies that if I have a lot of stuff to do around the house, I pop in, have it on in the background, and never get sick of. Fanboys is one of those movies. It's an easy watch, a fun watch. If you're a Star Wars fan, chances are you'll love this movie. It's made for you. You'll see yourself in one of the 5 main characters. You'll appreciate the quest that these friends go on. And with the privilege of being in the future, knowing that many consider the Phantom Menace to be a disappointment, and looking at these characters from the past with that knowledge, you'll see the humor in their excitement. Hell, the humor in all of our excitement. But it doesn't make fun of us. It doesn't make fun of the fan. It's a lovable ride from start to finish. The gags and jokes hit their intended audience. Me. Probably you. There are plenty of Star Wars references to go around. The cast has such an enthusiastic connection. They genuinely seem like buddies, and I'm sure being on set must have been a blast. Dan Fogler's character, Hutch, is over the top, in a good way. He's a lot of fun to watch, his energy is infectious, he's the friend that we all know who has a good heart, just wants to have fun, and is crazy when everyone else is hesitant. Sam Huntington's character, Eric, is the guy who gave up on his dream of being a comic book illustrator and settled for a life as a car salesman. He's cautious. He doesn't take any chances. He's lost touch with his friends. Kristen Bell's character, Zoe, is level-headed and keeps the boys in check and often keeps their eyes forward on the goal. Every character in the movie has their own quirks and individual personality. They all come off as real people with real flaws and real passions. Even through all of the goofiness, Fanboys might fall flat to people who aren't Star Wars fans. Most of the references and jokes will be understood, even if you're not a Star Wars fan. Just knowing the cultural impact of the franchise will give you enough knowledge to enjoy them. But I think the real target audience, the audience that will appreciate the movie the most, are the people who buy tickets for midnight showings. The people who open up their closet and see a pile of Star Wars shirts. The people who correct someone when they say, "Luke, I am your father." Hell, the people who follow this YouTube channel. If you haven't seen Fanboys, definitely check it out. I actually would not recommend watching the trailer. Some of the gags and jokes, some of the plot points and events are given away. Just watch the movie blind. You can pick up the Blu-ray for like $9 on Amazon and the DVD is like $5. It's well worth it. I think it deserves a spot in your collection. It's a funny film and at times very moving. The last line in the film will give you a good chuckle before the credits roll. It's a love letter to Star Wars fans. Written by Star Wars fans, directed by a Star Wars fan, and best viewed by Star Wars fans. Give it a watch. I think you'll enjoy it. HelloGreedo, out.